Hello you wonderful people. Today I have a little review for you of this Hahnemühle Carnet Aquarelle watercolor sketchbook, and it has very thick and nice paper in there. It's 400 GSM or 188 pounds lbs. Well, sorry. It's 19 by 20 centimeters big, has a spiral binding, and well, I wanted to talk about my experiences with that. There in the picture you can already see that it has had big issues with masking tape and masking fluid, as well as even washi tape, but I've had some washi tape that really didn't rip the paper, but that was really the biggest issue with it. Actually, when I started painting on this sketchbook, I've posted the first painting of these turtles on Instagram, and it was so enjoyable to paint. I really liked it. I did not use any masking fluid or masking tape, so I didn't experience any issues with the paper then. Because it's so thick, it didn't warp at all, although I used plenty of water for the painting, and I really enjoyed that. In the second painting, for the spider, I used a masking fluid, and it did rip the paper, indeed. Though I have had problems with masking fluid on cellulose paper before, where it did rip the paper, I didn't have the same problems on cotton paper. The third painting was of this roller coaster that I tried, and I did mask the outside of the painting, and the masking tape ripped just almost all of the surface away, which you have seen before, and this is a little bit sad because it doesn't look as nice after. Same happened when I used some washi tape for the spider webs in this moody, almost autumn-like lightning, where it did rip the paper. So then I tried another washi tape, and it ripped only a tiny bit, but not all of it. Here you can see me paint the fourth page in this sketchbook, and I started out with a background which turned out too dark, and I then fixed it. So don't be afraid to fix your mistakes when you make them. So what I've learned about this paper while I tried, it works very well with water, and the paints actually look really nice on the surface. So I had no issue with painting on that paper. The only issue I experienced was with the masking fluid or tape. This means that if you don't use this technique, you won't have any issues with this paper. Some of you do though. I've also used a little bit of gouache, and it behaved wonderful, but gouache is a forgiving medium in comparison to watercolors, I believe. Speaking from the perspective of a person who doesn't enjoy sketchbooks a lot, because I don't go out to paint. I do it mostly in my office here at the desk, and so I prefer sheets of paper but not sketchbooks. And speaking from this perspective, this was the sketchbook I enjoyed most. I've tried some Leuchtturm sketchbooks, or also a moleskin sketchbook, and I didn't like them a lot. This is the first Hahnemühle. No, actually not. I have the the one with a hard cover. But the others I don't like as much because they have this thin watercolor paper that I don't like. So yeah, this is probably the sketchbook I like the most. But as everything, this is just personal taste, right? So what I experience, what I really like about the sketchbook is, first of all, this hard cover in the back, so it's really sturdy, and the spiral binding where I have no problems turning the pages to the back, so it doesn't take up as much place on my desk. And I think this would also be helpful when painting outside. The spiral binding isn't as safe or as sturdy though as the one with the hard cover, because the sheets move a little. I know that some of the gouaches or gouache paints do rub off a little if they are in a sketchbook like that, so this is something that might be considered. From using the sketchbook, it actually inspired me to use it more, and I enjoyed it. Aside from the bad experiences, I want to call them, but it really inspired me to paint a little bit more, to try out different things, and I'm sure that this will be the sketchbook that I will fill up again, which I didn't do with the last ones that I've had. And yeah, I'm really happy. This sketchbook is also inspiring me to maybe try out and create a sketchbook myself from cotton watercolor paper, which would suit me better because I prefer to paint on cotton. And I also have a binding machine which does the same kind of spiral binding from my crafting days, so it would be a great use for that. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say about the sketchbook. Also, I wanted to mention again that Sun & Colors is still growing, thanks to wonderful ladies who sent me some dot cards, and I'm very, very thankful. More of the swatching videos will be coming because yeah, I'm making them, I'm recording them, but I've had not as much time as I wish I would have, sorry for the grammar, to edit them. Most of the swatches I made are on my windows now. Also some experiments that I will tell you about later. It's actually pretty exciting, at least for me, which include some fixatives that are being tested for enhancing light fastness in paintings too. So yeah, stay for that. And yeah, these are the news that I wanted to give you. Also, I'm sorry that there aren't many videos coming from me right now. I was busy at work, and it was some difficult weeks that I have behind me, and I know that there are some difficult weeks at work that I have ahead of me. So I'm sorry if the videos aren't coming as regularly as they used to come, and yeah, I hope this will level out soon. On the other hand, I've had some good news at work too, and yeah, so it's all a little bit crazy this year, but I hope you can understand. Yeah, if you're curious, go over to Sun & Colors, check your paints for light fastness. I try to write posts on my blog to keep you updated, even more than I can do that in the videos. I will also post the reviews there. By the way, you can see now that I have tried to fix the issue with the painting. As the background is too dark, I forgot or didn't level out the values well enough. They're there in the drops and in the berries, but the stems just aren't visible well. So I decided to make it a little bit moody and added some black paint to the background, which I'm not afraid of using. I know some don't do it or prefer not to do it, but yeah, I paint for myself and I do whatever I feel looks nice. To bring back the whites and the shine and the light, though, I used a little bit of white gouache around these leaves and enhanced them. I like a lot how the berries look in the end, and I liked how they looked before, so I might try to paint them again on white background, because I like these darker leaves in the dry form that and the shapes they gave, as well as this one crumpled dark berry that was going bad, obviously, next to the red ones. I just liked how it looks and wanted to see if I can paint it, and yeah, I think I like the result. So I hope you paint a lot. I hope you are creative, and I hope that you create art that you like. Have a wonderful day, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.